newest product, the reduction, some of you I think have already started on it. We came out with this probably February?
The end of January.
Well,
February.
we had it in separate bottles.
Yes, yes.
But what happened with the reduction was, of course, anyone who's read my book knows I'm looking for the magic pill that, you can take the magic pill and do whatever you want and still lose weight. So anyway, I started trying different combinations, and I'm always looking for appetite control, because if you control your appetite, you control what you eat. Then I can sit down and say, I'm only going to have meat and vegetables because I'm not craving everything else. So I tried this combination, which is in this bottle, and we'll go over that, in separate bottles, and I tried it out the first day, and I was at a stuck point, and this was after the holidays, and my insulin's sky high. All I want to eat is sugar and candy and ice cream and cake and pasta and anything else that gets in my path. So I tried this out, and my appetite was gone, like within a couple hours. I was like, wow, I'm not craving anything. And the next day I had dropped 2 pounds, and I hadn't craved anything. And Sharon, you got to try this. So Sharon, Tammy, a couple others, I'm like, we got to try this. Maybe it's just me, and everyone else said the same thing. So I'm like, okay, we need to try this for, over a period of time. Sure enough, Sharon ended up losing 18 pounds in 3 weeks, in 5 weeks, 18 pounds in 5 weeks. She had to cut down on how much she was taking. And I started researching the ingredients, because some of the things we were taking, I had taken separately over the years. L-glutamine is an appetite suppressant. Chromium can suppress appetite. Phenylalanine can suppress appetite. Phenylalanine can suppress appetite. Citramax can suppress appetite. All these things I've tried, or I've actually used over the years to help with appetite control, and it does help, but usually it's over a period of a few days that'll finally start, helping you out. But when we put them all together, we found it really worked quickly to suppress appetite. But then we found, even though it suppresses appetite, even if you still eat or don't stay on track, you can still lose weight, because the ingredients that are in it do help with calorie burning, fat burning, help the adrenal glands. So it's a combination. So that's when we set out to get it in one bottle, in one pill. So the dosages can be different for everyone. Some people take 2-3 times a day, 3 times a day. I found for me, it works best to take 3 twice a day. I suggest at first, especially if you're really trying to get your appetite under control, to take 3 times a day, because that seemed to really, start us out really well in getting the appetite under control and getting the weight loss started and the fat burning process started. But I'm going to go over some of the ingredients that are in it and why it works. One of the main ingredients is the Garcinia cambogia, which I don't know if anyone's heard of the herb before, but it's in a lot of appetite or weight loss formulas, because it helps to reduce appetite, it helps to metabolize fat, it reduces the body's ability to store fat, so it can hinder you from gaining more. It creates thermogenesis, so it helps to heat up the metabolism to burn more calories. And I'm always looking for something to help me burn more calories, because then I can eat more. So the thermogenesis, the burning of calories, the HCA that's in it inhibits the enzyme that converts the carbohydrates into fat. Now at this one, I'm going to stop and explain something else that I've found over the years, is if there's sugar in your bloodstream, carbohydrates in your bloodstream, that as long as it's in your body is going to burn the carbohydrates first. You will not burn fat. because you know, over the years you've gotten your body into the habit of burning the carbohydrates. So it's not even looking to burn fat like it should. You should burn your fats for energy, you know, and it actually increases your energy levels. But when you're having insulin problems and weight gain problems, your body's looking for the carbohydrates. So by stopping the carbohydrates from converting into the fats is a big help. It stops that process. So it lowers you know, weight through appetite control. It can even lower triglycerides. Taken over a period of time, it has the ability to slow down the production of fat and help the body metabolize it more efficiently. One way it was explained to me by Dr. King, anyone who remembers when she was with us, is she said it gets the liver processing fat out of the body instead of reconverting it back into storage. It also has the phenylalanine, the L-phenylalanine, which helps to increase your adrenal function. Which your adrenal glands, that releases a lot of your metabolism hormones, you know, keeping that in balance. Your immune system as a whole, if the adrenals are down, then the whole endocrine system can be slowed down, including the thyroid. So there goes, you know, all your calorie burning. And it's also known for appetite reduction. All of these things that I'm mentioning here that are in the reduction, one of the first things it says about all of them is appetite reduction. So, L-glutamine. L-glutamine's been used for years for reducing sugar cravings. It's known, you know, and I've used it a lot of times for that, but I'd take like 3 or 4 of them a few times a day, and maybe a few days later my craving would be gone. So the L-glutamine can help with the sugar cravings, but L-glutamine also does something else that helps to build muscle. The bodybuilders use it to build muscle. They'll put extra glutamine in their protein shakes because it helps to retain muscle. So there again, the more muscle, the more calorie burning, the more calorie burning, the more weight loss. So the L-glutamine that's in there can also reduce elevated blood sugar levels up to 50%. Now, I didn't realize that about glutamine. I knew it helped the sugar cravings. I didn't realize it actually was known for helping to reduce the sugar that's in the bloodstream, which is very important, especially when you're first starting the diet, because you want to get those excess carbohydrates and sugars burnt off so your body can start burning fat. Chromate. Chromium, has everybody heard of chromium? You know, chromium's known for people with sugar problems, for weight loss. Some people consider it a fat burner because it actually helps with the sugars and it helps the pancreas. But the chromate, it's a niacin-bound chromium. So it dramatically increases the effectiveness of chromium. We've found that over the past few years is one of the best forms of chromium for weight loss, you know, especially pertaining to insulin imbalances. So chromium improves the body's metabolism, and it's needed for energy. It's necessary for your energy levels. Sometimes I know if my energy levels are down, or even if I start getting the cold hands and feet, you know, a lot of times you think it's thyroid, you know, that would be the normal first reaction. Sometimes it's actually chromium. So it's vital for the synthesis of cholesterol, fats, and proteins. It helps to maintain your blood sugar levels and properly utilize your insulin. And that's the key factor here. When I first learned that insulin was what stored fat, I figured, well, we just need to stop the insulin, but that's really not a good idea. Because you need the insulin into the cells for your, you know, to metabolize your nutrients. So getting that insulin into balance properly can kick in your metabolism, kick in your energy levels, and unlock those fat cells